How do you feel about that?
Congress has become completely useless. They are not interested in doing anything productive anymore. People get elected, and even if they have good ideas, the system doesn't allow them to do anything with those ideas because it's designed to not get anything done. And in the old days, we used to say that gridlock was good, but that was a different kind of gridlock. It was not what we have now, which is simply the system is completely broken. We don't pass budgets anymore. We don't pass actual bills, and when we do, nobody reads them. And you've got folks that have been there for a long time that are simply there for the social aspect of being a congressman or a senator, not actually getting anything done. And then you have the new people that come in and they don't have a clue as to what is supposed to happen because there's no good model anymore of how Congress is supposed to operate because it hasn't operated the way it should for the last 15, 20 years.
I think a lot of them are leaving this year too because a lot of them are disgruntled because nothing's getting done and they can't reach the levers of power for 20 years. So how do you feel about term limits?
I think term limits is, it's kind of a double-edged sword in a lot of ways, but in Congress specifically, I think that it's a good thing because the system in D.C. was never designed for lifetime politicians to be there. There needs to be turnover in order to actually do something in Congress.
Fresh blood, new ideas.
Yeah, yeah, and so I think that in general they just need a different approach and some new blood.
The institution as a whole, not anybody specifically.
Yeah, I think that the entire institution is broken, whether you're liberal or conservative. The most supposedly conservative people are also some of the most useless people in Congress. So we need to have a system that promotes people that want to get things done in service of the people rather than enriching themselves and perpetuating a system that is obviously broken. I think that it definitely brings up the topic of whether at a certain point a person should find a different career or retire because the idea of having a bunch of 80, 90, and 100-year-olds in Congress, again, doing nothing, does not add to the benefit of anybody.
Do you know there are 17 octogenarians in Congress right now?
Yes.
What did you think about some of the more public octogenarian moments?
Well, it's definitely, you've got folks that are completely out of touch with the reality because they have been there so long and they are not basically of the century anymore when it comes down to it. And one person that comes to mind is Chuck Grassley, who when I worked in Iowa, I had a run-in with him, and that was 20 years ago now, and
he's still there. He's occupying Congress.
Yeah, he's occupying Congress, and he's just as grumpy and curmudgeon now as he was back then.
Do you know how old he's going to be this year?
I think he's like 93 or 94.
Yeah, he's up there. He's somewhere up there. I thought he was 90, and I know his birthday's on Constitution Day, so it always reminds us that there's yet another birthday of Chuck Grassley in Congress. But yeah, he blocks it for the younger people to get in, and
right.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So you need to have more turnover, more circulation of folks, and just sitting on your laurels of because you've been there, you should be elected more. That we had Democrats in North Dakota who would campaign on the idea of you should vote for them because they've been there so long, and that's an absurd approach to governing a country.
We don't need that kind of institutional knowledge, right?